Boy, was this a treat of a job. Ball joints, 2003, I believe this is. Ford E350. It's got the I-beam front suspension on it. So I didn't have a socket or a wrench even to fit that. That is 28 or a 29 if you're going metric, maybe an inch and an eighth if you're going standard. The one on the top I had, it was a 21 or a 13/16. This one also has the adjustment on it to be able to set your camber for the top. And I'll be eyeballing that, putting it back in, because the ball joints were completely worn out. So what I've done so far to be able to get to this point, first thing you want to do is jack it up. Second thing, take the tire off. The lug nuts are 22 millimeter or 7/8. Take the brake caliper off. It is 21 millimeter or 13/16. Those are comparable sizes, not exactly, so don't bite my head off. This one, the brake rotor hub assembly. I pulled the cotter pin out of the center of it and was able to twist the nut out by hand. You want to make sure to grease that when you go to put it back together. Make sure you have yourself a handy dandy ball joint removal set. That makes life somewhat a little bit harder. You first want to press this one out. No, you want to press this one out. It comes this direction. And then when you go to do your upper one, your bar is going to go through the bottom where this one is not. And it comes up to make contact with the bottom of the ball joint here. You receive it through the receiving tube. Putting it back in is somewhat reverse, but I used this for the upper one. And then I had to figure out how to do the bottom one, so that is a treat in and of itself. Make sure when you're done to clean the threads off. They are hardened, but they're not that hard, so they will get damaged if you beat on them too much. Clean the old grease off, put new grease on. Why will you not stay on there? You clip on, stay on. I'll worry about it later whenever I go to putting it together. The tie rod or drag link, whatever this one's called on this side, is a 21 millimeter or 13/16 nut. It also has a cotter pin in it. The bolt that goes through the upper side here, I used a 15 millimeter. I'm not sure if that's what size it's supposed to be or not, but I can check here real quick. This is a 15 millimeter socket. That may very well be a 14 or a 9/16. When you set it down on the ground is when you're going to want to do your adjustment here, so leave this bolt slightly loose so it can rotate. You may even have to jack this side back up a little bit to be able to check your camber and make sure everything is good and tight when putting it back together. Also took the ABS line off because it connects to this point here and then runs back up to the ABS plug up at the top. It's got a few different spots it clips onto that line right there, and no, that line is not stretched, y'all, don't worry. Let's see, what am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anything. Probably be a good idea to put some grease on these when getting ready to put them in. May help pushing them through. Aside from that, clean your ABS sensor off and put it all back together. Hope it doesn't fall apart. Thanks for watching.